Hey, what's up, guy? All right, so I'm gonna show you how to hand tie a jig. So, in the past I've been pouring my own jig head. So I use like do it mode and stuff like that. I have like bags of this. This is the swim jig, and I got a bunch of like jig head in here. I pull a bunch of them, then I stopped doing it, and I stopped doing it because when I move up here to then we have to move into the apartment. I don't have a spot for it, so I sold all of my lead pong stuff, and now I only do like airbrush and stuff just for fun. So anyway, so this is a do-it mode Poison jig. So this is what a jig head look like. Just like a jig head. This is Poison. I forgot. I like this hook because this hook it's a little bit wider for like swim jig. This is supposed to be for swim jig, but a lot of people have been modifying, including me, turned that into a shadow bait, which I have. It worked pretty well. It's a little tricky to do it. Sorry. All right. So first thing you need a wire tying, like fly tying jig or clam, whatever you call them. So I got this one from like eBay, for quite a while. Actually, the funny thing is I go back to like 3 or 4 year back. One of my friends, her ex-boyfriend, like they stopped dating, whatever it is. She was like, she offered, do you want to take it? I said, sure, Then, so I took it from her, and because he never come back and get it or something like that. So she know I like fishing. So anyway, she gave it to me. So now I started like doing like bucktail jig. I start doing a hair jig, stuff like that. So I got like a whole cart full of like a bunch of like bucktail, a bunch of different hair, Malibu and stuff like that. So today we're gonna be using. This is gonna be a swim jig, so we go with white. So this is a silicone skirt tab. This is where I got it from. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a clear blue Inferno. I'm not really pronounce that. That's what it is. So we're gonna be using that. Also, we're gonna be using Crystal Flash Pure. I got this one for like Dix, from Dix. This is what it is. It looked like Bobby here. So I'm gonna be I don't really care. I usually only use 2 or 3, but again, it's this thing fairly cheap. I think this thing like $3.99 or something like that for the whole thing. So okay, so first thing I'm gonna get the jig in here. Get them all tight. I got this rubber band. I go around the V-gut here, and I'll show you in a second. So I move the V-guts up a little bit. Okay. So this is what it. See the V-gut. So now I got a little bit of room. I need to mess around with it. Okay, so it's that. Okay, so you grab 2 tab up to silicone. You want different color, you can mix it, but I just stick with the white color. But first thing, I want to make sure I have my Malibu, my Crystal Flash. It usually always tangle like this because it's twisted. So I gotta clear it out, straighten it out a little bit. So what I do, I usually fold in half. So this is quarter of what the flash blue is. Crystal Flash. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab that to the center. This is a little bit more, I'm gonna say difficult, but this is a little bit more involvement than what you expect to be, than you know, doing it with like one of those rubber, which I have done before, you know. Then I kind of ran out of rubber. Also, I noticed after a while the rubber tend to like disintegrate after a couple years of using it. So I usually do 3 wrap of the wrap around the shank of the hook keeper here. But first I gotta get a good tuck. So just grab regular Nino Dos plier. Pull it pretty tight. If you watch jig squat, there's a guy doing it. He did really fast. Again, I don't do this for a living. I just do it for fun. So my speed may not be the best. So now, just have to twist it. I usually start off in my hand and use the plier to twist it. Then cut it off after. Okay, so there's a loop right here from the flash boot. So I gotta cut this guy, cut that. Now you can cut the tabs out, the rubber tab. Okay, get that out. Now I just have to adjust it a little bit. They're a little bit tight, which is what I wanted. So, there we go. Not the best looking one, but it's got everything I need. That's your jig. Don't worry about the flash blue here, because when you hit the water and stuff, the water pressure will push it back. But it'll give a little, you know, little flash and stuff. So that's it. That's how you make tie your own. Also, I use a wire, the Julie shop at the Hobby Lobby. This is 20 gauge silver color. I don't know, it's actually water resistant. I mean, not water resistant, rust resistant. It's a tarnish resistant wire. This is the jewelry wire. So, I mean, again, I don't really care. It's not gonna get rusted or anything. If it is anyway. So, because I'm not doing for sale or anything, just for myself. So, we got one. This is the one I did early. You can see the flash boot a little bit longer. I don't mind it. So, green pumpkin and white. That's all you need. And black and blue, which I don't have any. I don't have any black silicone. I only have I have the white one. this is more like natural coral color, so jig. This is a gray pearlescent blue, and it just came in like yesterday actually. This is a green pumpkin. I bought this from eBay. I think it's like $7 plus free shipping. I think $7 or $7.99 for 100 tap. This is better deal than buying. This is buying the little smaller tap. I think the smaller tap, I believe, is 20, but it's at $3.99. So better off just buy a big boat like this, you know. And you can get different color of the flash blue as well, crystal flash. I do use thread, but I turn out using the wire. It's much faster for sure to do it. I got a bunch of jig head I'm gonna go through. I mean, this is the smaller one. I haven't actually painted them yet, which again I don't really mind. There's a lot of things I don't really care, which color wise, you know. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Actually, I like it like just the raw lead like that. It's just to, you know, give it a little flash, especially in like muddy water. And I got a bunch of football jig. I got a bunch of what is it? Grass jig, Aki style jig head. Oh, here I'll show you one of my chatterbait that I try to recreate. But this is just a grass jig. I try to turn that into a chatterbait, which I have done. But chatterbait, it's fairly original chatterbait is fairly cheap, so I'm just gonna, you know, keep getting the chatterbait from like Walmart instead of making my own, unless I want jackhammer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I know that's take a little bit longer than it's supposed to, but you know, at least give you some idea. If you want to make your own jig, I would suggest you. If you don't want to pour your own jig, I would suggest you just go to eBay, buy a boat. I would suggest you for like swim jig, you know, quarter, 3/8, half, maybe 1/8. The most I use is quarter, so I would get like 25 or 20 jig head of quarter swim jig. I think you can buy both, but you might have to epoxy your own swim jig, your own V-guards in there if you want. So you want a powder coater and stuff. So I think with everything, with the powder coat, I think $10 per can. I would say robbery with everything you have, you know, you're looking at $60, $70 as a startup cost. But you know, like after that, then you can spend like less than $30 for like the next batch, you know, for like skirt material, other stuff. But then again, with the bags I have here is 100 tap. You can make 50 jig with it easily. 50 for green pumpkin, 50 jig with that. But then again, you save yourself a lot of money by, you know, making it your own as well. Depend if you want different color or you want to just keep it simple, you know. It's up to you. But this is what I usually do in winter when I'm, you know, not really busy and got nothing else to do. So, all right, thanks for watching.